Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Jam, it's your turn. Okay, let's see what's going on. Alrighty. I forgot to tell the other two air signs this, but there's an Aquarius new moon on Friday. So, you put out the things that you would like to... So you're starting from a blank slate. So the things you want to grow, increase, blah, 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 blah. So if there's things that are going to take a while to, like, grow, as in, like, seeds, you plant those on Friday. So I have to watch them grow. Seeds of any sort. Actual seeds, mentor seeds, heartfelt seeds, soul seeds, whatever. Okay, love you. Jem, what's going on? Highest good of all. Ooh. Okay, what's happening? Okay. Ooh, that's from the bottom. Alrighty. Oops. 9 of Pentacles, keeping it sovereign. 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, cha. That showed up in the last read. So did this one, the Knight of Wands. Ooh, there's the Swords in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. Cheese and rice and Page of Cups. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Somebody, like, you know, said that a little birdie came in and told me some good advice. Just a little birdie. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Wands in reverse. What is happening? 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Alright, that's okay. Not nearly as bad as the other two, darling. Okay. You're keeping sovereign. Love that for you. And you're telling people where to stick it. And your Knight of Wands is holding off on the in and out. And you're like, where do I even go? The Ace of Swords is in swords. I know it. I know it's swords. I like saying swords. Okay? Don't yell at me. At one point, it used to be funny. The SNL stuff. It used to be funny. Occasionally. You are not about mental energy right now. And your 7s. 7 of Pentacles and a 7 of Wands. Both in reverse. And there's 6 of Pentacles in reverse. You're not getting an equal give and take out of this, and you're... Are you pissed? I'm not sure if you're pissed, but, like, you just... You're holding on to your sovereignty real hard over here. Alright, I'm gonna need some clarifiers. Alright. Let's put that right there, because I like that energy. Be kidding me. Alright. Okay. I should probably... Is this kind of, sort of? Okay, so this is this deck, the Cosma Visions Oracle deck. It's set up like a tarot deck, but a few things are switcherooed about it. So, but I love using this, even though I can't shuffle it because the cards are pretty sturdy. I love using it for clarification. Typically, not always. Let's get this. I want to clarify these swords in reverse here. Ace of Swords and Page of Swords in reverse. 6 of Lotuses, soulmates. Okay. You and everybody else, babe. You and everybody else. Okay. You're tracing back into stifling through here your nostalgia, your sweet childhood. Seek out a water sign. That's a Scorpio card. That's a Pisces card. Because you're missing a lot of cuppy cups here. So, and maybe that's why, you know, your 6 of Pentacles is in reverse here, because you're not approaching anything from an emotional standpoint, which Those being demonized currently in the public arena, because that's the fuel that gets you places. Those emotions will dictate your life, and if you don't pay attention to them, you demonize them, you shove them down, you do whatever with them. And I'm not against stoicism by any means, because there are certain particular people that do need a gray rock treatment, if you will. But a stoicism throughout the entirety of your life is why we have so many health problems. It really, when you are going through emotional things, that's when your cellular structure gets the most damage, is an emotional major life upheaval. Like people that have been in car accidents, semi-paralyzed, all banged up every which way, less cellular damage than somebody who's been through an emotional mental upheaval. So you're lacking something right now, you're trying to find it. You're going back in the sweet nostalgia and be like, okay, where did I leave it? Where did it go? Okay, so something, and now you might not find that energy there, but you're going to find the source of how you kind of where you told it no. Why you told it no. How you told it no. No. Okay. Can I... Fine. I was looking at... Okay. Past lives. Okay. Okay. So this might be like some sort of karmic whatever. My cats are running amok right now. So, you might have like some sort of karmic thing that needs to come in from past lives to teach you a little bit of a lesson here. And that's okay. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But your Seven of Pentacles and your Seven of Wands here. Let's get that clarified. I'm slightly nervous. Like you want something to grow and be protected. In the underworld. In your subconscious. In the dark places. Okay. Okay, sure. It's just, I'm like, but the Page of Cups is here. Why is Page of Cups telling you all this? I hate it. Okay, let's get those clarified. All right, darling. It's okay. Ten of Buds. It is. Yes, darling. Yes. Okay. I'm not cheering for your heartache. I'm cheering for the fact that this card, for me, is enlightenment. And this is you stepping into your full authenticity because you've tried everything else. You've tried all these different modalities of being in the world. This was the other words. Okay. Similar, but not. It's the same vein, but it's like branching out completely different. You have tried every last modality you possibly can think of here, which is why you're like, F that, and I'm not moving anywhere until I figure this shit out. So you are like in the deep, dark, depthy depths here, searching for what you know is supposed to show up, but it ain't showing up. And you've tried a lot of different things, and you're keeping it sovereign now, and you're telling all the things that are trying to hijack you. Love you, Chum. Freaking rock star. But so now you're seeking for things to grow on the like your this subconscious energy, you have to develop somewhere. So you're now starting to grow it in your subconscious. So you're growing something slowly, creating webs and patterns and protecting yourself in the subconscious while expecting this equal give and take to take place. This is kind of cool. I like this, Gem. So you're cultivating in your own subconscious here. in your own subconscious waters, you are cultivating growth habits. And, ooh, okay. Excuse me. Protection, healthy growth habits, and equal give and take with yourself. This is like integration to the umpteenth. Because if you do it here, it's going to show up out here. That's why you're on hiatus. You're keeping it sovereign, and everything else, bitch call. Okay. Ooh, ciao. Okay. You're chasing everything back. Everything. Look at how many webs are on there. Every single solitary, everything. Everything's getting traced back right now. You're like, well, where's it at? Where's the lesson? Where's my pentacly and my subconscious? So as long as if you've already got this, so you can see where you have been wounded to the point of now we get the revelation of why that wound is there. Now we get the revelation why that wound is over there. Now we get the revelation as to why that wound came from there. Now, I'm not saying this had to happen, but you're understanding the process now. And when we get to this, if we can turn it around into this and understand that those wounds are still going to happen no matter what we do or how we approach it or how we handle it, those wounds are still going to happen. So you might as well just step into exactly who you are rather than causing a needless muck. So this is the theme of freaking like last 2 weeks. Integrity. So if you can be honest with yourself, you can bring that to the rest of the world. You can bring it over here. Your authenticity is going to get you through the next 20 years. That's pretty much for everybody on the planet. Your authenticity and integrity, which if you step into integrity, authenticity automatically manifests itself. If you can be self-honest, you can be society honest. And that's tricky right now because there appears to be a stifling, a shutting down, and a war and attack on authenticity. And people being who they innately just need to be in the world, but everybody else is saying, no, you can't be that way. So understanding there's consequences for your actions, but there's also people, places, groups, ideas, belief structures that are forcing things upon you that needlessly don't have serve a purpose other than keeping controlled and stifled. And that's what you're halting here. You're keeping sovereign, which means you can see it. You can't be sovereign. You can't step into sovereignty without being able to see how you're not sovereign. Thing that just doesn't exist. You're staying sovereign from things. You're putting everything on halt. And you're like, that's it. I'm growing shit in my subconscious because everything out here is sheer fuckery. And I want that to change. So you might need someone from your past life to catalyze this for you. So I don't like telling you that there might be someone out there to reach out to, because you got a beautiful thing growing here, but they might be the facilitator, the catalyst for this. And it could be in a multitude of modalities here. It could be somebody who brings in the lesson, the pain, the suffering that finally turns this to this. I am not telling you that you are to be open, vulnerable, and amazing and blah, 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 blah with this person. You need to acknowledge a lesson that needs to come in for you. However it shows up. We need to start accepting reality for what it is rather than going, well, I will it to be this way. It doesn't matter. If you don't acknowledge how reality is, that's how we got where we are right now. We disillusioned ourselves into thinking our reality was one way when it actually was another. So you're figuring that out in a very fast way here that, hey, if I don't manifest this within myself, it's not going to show up out here. So this is how we change the world, right? Ooh, child. So just remember, this karmic thing will come in, catalyzed, and then it might have to leave. So don't attach yourself to it. Love you. That's what pages do. They come bring messages and then they go. Okay. Love you. So even though sometimes this shows up as like, you know, okay, come in for a nice warm embrace. Thanks for the lesson. Thanks for the time. I enjoyed our connection. Until next life. I don't know. Anything else we need clarified? What's this Five of Pentacles? What does Gem need to tell them? Not that you really need to know that because you know it's okay. So there's the Nine of Trees. All the places where you found that you have to go and heal in. All those different little wounds that you're like, all right, gotta heal this, gotta heal that, and you're finally healed from it. Now you know the source of whatever the heck that is, and you're kicking it to the curb. Boo, 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 boo. All right. That's a happy deck. Let us get to the Queen of the Mobs. M-A. Not mob. Mabs. It's mab. I go all blasting on it. So. Alright. The Queen of Queens at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to shuffle it. It's supposed to come out of them. What does Gemini need to hear most from the universe right now for the highest good of all? Advice for Gemini. Holy bejesus. Okay. I'm not going to be able to read all these cards. Okay, so this one. Beauteous freedom. A dream of love. Okay. Okay. I might need to look at, because, you know, and that's the thing, is like maybe the Six of Cups will help you understand that, like, something in your childhood might be missing and whatnot. That's not right. Nope. Okay, so not those. This deck doesn't have reversals, so some of the monkey spot I get. This is alabaster back. And so is this. Okay. Alright. We're going to start with these guys. If you do not have this deck and you enjoy reading tarot cards, this is one of the greatest, excuse me, I'm going to have a little sippy sip. The greatest oracle decks I have encountered for the times we live in. Because there's that feminine rising. And we need to support that right now. Because if we neglect it and negate it, it's going to come for us in ways we're not going to like. So let's get 23 for my number hands. Alright. And this is the Queen Mob Oracle deck by Tess Whitehurst. Legit, if you don't have it in your repertoire, please find it, get it. It's one. You don't have to like make YouTube videos or anything, but it's a great counselor for the times we live in. Admit your feelings, be yourself, find your path. Beauteous freedom is on the horizon for you, but in some significant way, you are not quite free. Not yet. You have been running from something, a deep pain that you don't want to feel or haven't had the time or space to safely feel in the past. Or you have been so focused on succeeding or surviving that you have been ignoring the wild spirit that is absolutely vital to who you are. In some cases, you may be experiencing an addiction. That addiction may have been born out of a desire for freedom, but now it only serves to keep you captive to its demands. In other cases, you may have locked down your creativity, desires, and sense of adventure. You may be limiting your food intake in a harsh manner, or judging or denying your sexuality and sexual desires, or refusing to allow yourself any relaxation, playfulness, wildness, or fun. Maybe you have an idea about what it means to be a good person. And that idea does not include your natural irreverence, wanderlust, curiosity, or rebellious spirit. But you need to live this way no longer. Now's the time to get honest about how you're perpetuating your own personal imprisonment. Then make the changes that will free you. Step out of your self-imposed confinement. Question your ideas about what it means to be bad or good. Where did they come from? Are they realistic? And how are they keeping you enslaved? Everyone is mean sometimes. Everyone is greedy, jealous, awkward, and petty. Everyone sometimes feels worried and alone. Everyone occasionally wants something they can't have. And everyone often wants the things they can have but won't hurt anyone for them to enjoy. Release all the shame about sharing in these universal human experiences. Stop trying to rise above them, ignore them, or use them as reasons to emotionally isolate yourself, elevate yourself, or deny yourself love. Your beauteous freedom is fundamental part of you and is accessible to you now. Tap into the energy of freedom and allow it to guide you in finding your way back to yourself. Cards never lie. 34 for your number fiends. All right. A dream of love. Be mindful of both truth and illusion. There is no love so complete, so idyllic, as a love for someone largely unknown. When your time with someone dear to you has been limited or brief, you can readily perceive within them every fair and noble quality. If you love a stranger or someone you know, or only minimally, it can appear that this person is made of pure magic. They bring joy and delight to your soul. You feel intoxicated when you so much as picture their face. You may consequently become infatuated or obsessed. There are two sides to this. One is truth, and the other is illusion. In truth, we are infinite, angelic, God and goddess-like creatures. We are beautiful. We are brave. We are thoughtful. We are clever. We are shards of a divine, radiant mirror, possessed of every shade and sparkle of the spectrum of the shards of the sacred. The illusion is what obscures the other truth, that we are none of us perfect. Most of us are very far from it. While all the light is within us, it does not all have the same privilege of shining. Some of the lanterns are broken, some of the stars are obstructed by clouds, some of the candles have been extinguished by rain, and others have been blown out in the wind. And yet, when you see the perfection in another, or when someone else sees it in you, miracles often happen. More light shines, more lanterns are lit, more stars are visible, more candles are illuminated. Seeking the truth of one's perfection helps that truth to spark, radiate, and ignite. On the other hand, with time, relationships progress. If a relationship moves past the idealization stage, it continues into something else, something less delirium-inducing, but more sustainable, less sugary, but more sweet. You might say that one's imperfections become visible. The romantic whirlwind slows. In the most desirable scenarios, it becomes a gentle, nourishing breeze. But sometimes relationships do not substantially progress past the idealization stage. When the mask of perfection falls away, one or both partners may not like what they find beneath. Or at times there is no real partnership, so there never is an opportunity to remove the mask at all. Still other times, at other points along the path, a relationship may still have much to offer, but one or the other partner, or both, becomes temporarily disenchanted and looks elsewhere for that lustrous bliss that follows in a new love's wake. There can be a great danger here if trading in a great and vulnerable love for a flashy and fleeting new one. Here's the truth, and here there is truth, and there is also illusion. If you are wise enough to perceive both at once, you will hold all the wisdom you need. All right, 20 minutes. All right, we're going to land this off, lady. Oof. All right, let's see, that okay? 2. Perfect for Gemini. Protector of the realm. Define your boundaries. Protect your energy. 7 of of Wands. Being queen is not merely sitting passively on a throne. It also requires activity, protecting your realm when necessary. The realm over which you govern is the realm of yourself. Your body, your time, your choices, your castle, and your entire domain. These things are part of you, just as you are part of them. As such, you are responsible for enforcing the boundaries that keep them safe, peaceful, and thriving. You know precisely what must be safeguarded at this time. If you think you don't know, take a moment. Breathe. Relax. Then ask yourself, if I knew what I needed to protect right now, what would it be? Trust what you receive. The answer is there for you. So set the boundary or boundaries you need to, then enforce them violently or valiantly. Sometimes violently. This may involve taking action like ending a relationship, leaving a job, or canceling a commitment that isn't aligned with your royal purpose. It may involve speaking your truth to an individual or widely decreeing exactly what you require or will no longer tolerate. In any case, you must also invoke the divine protection and guidance. Ask the goddess to watch over you, your space, a situation, or a loved one to guide your steps as you continue steadfastly shield that which you could hold dear. There is no need to be emotional or sentimental about this. Ooh, let's see, you're on the right path. You must not believe for a moment that you deserve to feel guilt or shame or regret for protecting your realm. Blessed be. Furthermore, it is not your duty to imagine or predict what others will think or how they will react. It's none of your concern. What is your concern is standing up for yourself, your realm, and precisely in the way of your intuition is guiding you to do now. We got time? We got time. Fourth and final card. 12. Okay. Who do you want to be? Oh, child. That is the question. If your unique personal essence far transcends the visible, it is as if, wherever you go, you will wear an ethereal cloak of unseen color, fragrance, and light. It is an ancient mystical practice to learn how to magnify and adjust the effect of your presence, which considerably impacts how others perceive you and respond to you. In the Fae realm, we call it magic, or casting of glamour. To some extent, you already cast glamour when you select the colors and fabrics you wear, apply cosmetics, and adorn yourself with jewels. But you can intensify the benefits of such efforts by drawing upon your magical authority and intentionally choosing the qualities you wish to emanate. This is a form of deception. Is this a form of deception? I don't think so, and neither do I. It is more accurate to say it is an art, a playful way of expressing who you are. And you are a jewel with many facets. Some days you will feel like letting one facet shine, and other days another. But all the facets are yours. In fact, there are countless facets of you that haven't yet recognized, claimed, or explored. Sometimes you must experiment with the facet before you recognize it as your own or an intermediary step to uncovering a quality of combination of qualities that are even more authentic to your soul. For example, when a new queen is crowned, she does not feel like a queen exactly, not at first. She must wear the crown for a good while before her royal identity begins to feel like her own. But in the meantime, she actually is queen, and so she must be queen. It is in choosing to wield her power now that she finds her way to wield it more and more masterfully throughout the duration of her rule. What role are you stepping into, or what conditions would you like to attract? When you enter a room, how would you like that room to light up around you? Do you want people to see you? How do you want them to respond? What positive changes do you want to make in the world by using your influence, and why are those changes important to you? What new facet are you now uncovering and allowing to shine? Once again, you know the answers to the question. You can build your glamour within around you. And you can do this with your cosmetic and sartorial choices. Conscious adornment is powerful magic in its own right. You can also do this by finding the qualities you desire within or pulling them towards yourself in your spiritual work. You might light a candle, look into a mirror, see yourself as what you want the world to see you. Say words to yourself that confirm and solidify that image. There is someone you admire or who has held a similar role in the past. Can you ask yourself, what would she do? How would she walk? How would she speak? The subtle ways she would inspire others to listen and be authoritative, and the authoritative choices she would make. Imagine a bright, energetic essence, a strange, invisible perfume emanating from you and powerfully affecting how you are perceived. Okay. All right, so Jen, the floor is yours. You got everything you need right here. You're already starting to grow everything you need in the subconscious with protection and equal give and take. Go seek out a soulmate. Go out into the world and just put your feelers out there. Tentacles, like, hey, if you don't find it, take the tentacle back and put it somewhere else. Wherever you gotta do. Alright? Have fun, Gemini. Until the next time, keep your flame.